Yes. So some basic concepts of chemistry, especially let us start with slow pace, है ना? तो slowly and slow pace में जाने के लिए फर्स्ट मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है सभी लोगों से, प्लीज लर्न atomic number and atomic mass, atomic number and atomic mass up to atomic number 30. Up to atomic number 30. ठीक, एटॉमिक नंबर 30 तक सब लोग को एटॉमिक नंबर, एटॉमिक मास वगैरह याद होना चाहिए, ठीक है ना? ये मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है, मैं अभी भी लिख सकता हूँ बट अप टू 30 तक लिखूंगा तुमको भी इरिटेशन होगा, बट मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है कि व्हेन वी आर सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम्स where molecular mass is required, then you will face a problem. Suppose I am saying what is the molecular mass of H3PO4. So you should write atomic mass of hydrogen, atomic mass of phosphorus and oxygen, and multiply it by its number. जो भी है, like H3, तो 1 for hydrogen and 3 that is H3, ऐसा करके. तो कहने का मतलब है कि you must be knowing atomic mass of each and every element, at least up to atomic number 30. If you are facing NEET or IIT, sometime it will write atomic mass of this element in the bracket in the same question, and sometime it will not write atomic mass of the elements. If it is not writing atomic mass of the element, then you will face a problem. It might be possible you may face a problem. It is always better to use this one, है ना? Up to atomic number 30. Especially in periodic table, I will tell you how you can learn whole periodic table, especially in funny way. ठीक है? Definitely I will give you whole periodic table will be on your fingertips. Whole periodic table will be on your fingertips. ठीक है ना? सोचो, मैं ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ, that becomes simple for you. ठीक? तो ऐसे केस में और कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज जा रहा हूं, तो व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज? This is any element represented as Z and A. What is Z? बोलो.
Proton number.
No.
Atomic.
Yes, atomic number. Yes, you are right. This is equals to total number of protons. Total number of protons. Okay. Now what is A?
Atomic mass number.
Yes, this is represented by A, which is nothing but atomic mass. What is atomic mass?
Proton
This is,
and neutron.
yes, sum of number of protons plus number of neutrons. Okay, so this is sum of protons plus sum of neutrons. Sum of protons plus sum of neutrons. अभी मैं क्या लिख सकता था? Atom is electrically neutral. Why? Who will tell me? Atom is electrically.
Proton and neutron are equal. Electron are equal.
So total electrons are equals to total number of protons. इलेक्ट्रॉन को मैंने E से रिप्रेजेंट कर दिया, प्रोटॉन को P से रिप्रेजेंट कर दिया, न्यूट्रॉन को N से रिप्रेजेंट कर दिया. ठीक. First thing. Second thing, you can write sum of protons plus sum of neutrons N. तो तुमको लिखना पड़ेगा what is P. P you are representing as proton and N is representing as neutrons. Okay, protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons. Till now, is there any problem?
No, sir.
No. Very good. So till now there is no problem. Till now there is no problem. So let us move forward. Shall I proceed forward? These are the basic concepts which will be used frequently. Chalo. So sum of protons and sum of neutrons, all these are equal one. Sum of protons and sum of neutrons, and number of protons and number of electrons are equal. Now, suppose you are writing Na. What is the meaning of this one is?
Sodium.
11. So there is 11 proton and 11 electron. 11 proton and 11 electrons. So they are equivalent. But if you are writing ऐसा, तो इसका मीनिंग क्या हो गया? देखो, 1 electron is removed. 1 electron is removed. So now total number of protons, total number of electrons, and total number of neutrons. प्रोटॉन्स कितने होंगे इसमें? जितना इसका एटॉमिक नंबर 11. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कितने होंगे? जितने प्रोटॉन्स होंगे, ऐसा. एंड व्हाट विल बी द नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन्स? नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन्स विल बी 12. ठीक. तो यू कैनॉट से कि नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स एंड नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन्स आर इक्वल. Number of protons and number of neutrons may or may not be equal. But if you are taking sodium plus, what is the meaning of sodium plus? 1 electron is removed. अभी भी protons कितने हैं? 11. But what about electron? That is now 10 electron. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया? 1 electron is removed. Whenever plus sign is written, electron is removed. Number of protons and number of neutrons are inside the nucleus, and you are doing operation outside the nucleus. The electron is present outside the nucleus, that is revolving around the nucleus. You can say you are removing electron, you are adding electron. Number of protons, number of neutrons will remain same. You cannot say now there are 11 protons, so there will be 11 electrons also. No, you have removed 1 electron. Plus का मतलब है 1 electron is removed. Now, suppose you are having this one proton, so this is also remains same. Why? Why this is present into the nucleus, so there will be 12 neutrons also. Now suppose this one is fluorine. 1 electron is added. I said 1 electron added. So whenever minus sign is there, electron is added. Whenever plus sign, electron is removed. Okay? तो इसका मतलब है, मैंने यहाँ पे लिख दिया ऐसा कि electron is removed. इलेक्ट्रॉन इज रिमूव. और भी जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ड्यूरिंग द प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे, ड्यूरिंग द चैप्टर, आई विल टेल यू थॉरली. ओके, so here actually you are having protons 9 atomic number, electrons 9, but here number of protons remains the same, which is 9, but number of electrons will be 9 plus 1 will be 10. Now 10 electrons and 9 protons. You cannot say they will be always equal. After operation, it will not be same. If they are in the neutral form, definitely electrons and protons will be same. If you are taking neutrons, that will remain same. Why they are same? They are inside the nucleus. They are inside the nucleus. So operation is done outside the nucleus. Operation is done outside the nucleus. Operation is done outside the nucleus. So whenever electron is added, will form an ion. So this is called as anion. And whenever electron is removed, then it is called as cation. Whenever electrons are removed, then it will form cation. Whenever electrons are added, then it will form an ion. Then it will form an ion. Electron added, an ion. Electron removed, cation. Is there any problem, please? Is there any problem, please?
No, sir.
नहीं है. नहीं है तो प्लीज नोट करना है तो प्लीज नोट डाउन. नोट करना है तो प्लीज नोट डाउन. Please note down. Noted, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. चलो आ जाओ. So let us move ahead for some basic concepts of chemistry. See, earlier 10th class students were coming by taking physical classes. Physical classes, I mean, they were attending classes 10th class in schools. But this year, you all are coming from 10th class, but everyone has attended online classes where concepts are slightly weaker side as compared to previous one students. तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है कि we will go slowly. एकदम से जिसको बोलते हैं हम लोग आराम से होते हुए जाएंगे. ठीक है, चलो. तो सम बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स वगैरह में अगर मैं टेम्परेचर और ये इन सब का कुछ रिलेशन वगैरह लिखता हूं तो क्या होता था, बोलो? टेम्परेचर इन केल्विन स्केल वेर फ्रीक्वेंटली वी यूज. तो दिस इज टेम्परेचर इन डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड प्लस 273. Okay, this will be used. this will be used. This will be used. This will be used. Okay. चलो नेक्स्ट वन, सपोज अगर मुझे यूज करना है, फ़ारेनहाइट में चेंज करना है, तो दिस इज 9/5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड प्लस 32. Any problem?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. So these are the basic formulas will be used. Now 1 liter is equals to 1 decimeter cube is equals to 100 ml is equals to 1000 सेंटीमीटर क्यूब. तुमको लग रहा होगा कि सर ये सब क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस वन? तो इन स्पेशली calculation chapters it will be used frequently. 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 This is volume, temperature and pressure के लिए क्या यूज करेंगे हम लोग? तो प्रेशर का यूनिट मेजर के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं? एटमॉस्फेयर. क्या यूज करेंगे? एटमॉस्फेयर. प्रेशर मेजरमेंट एटमॉस्फेयर, which is equals to 760 millimeter of mercury और 76 सेंटीमीटर. अभी क्या होता है प्रेशर मेजरमेंट? यू विल लर्न इन फिजिक्स 11th क्लास. मर्क्यूरी हाइट को रखेंगे, जब भी प्रेशर होगा तो इट विल इंक्रीज, है ना, स्टार्ट राइजिंग. तो व्हाट इज द लेंथ ऑफ द कॉलम ऑफ मर्क्यूरी by which it is raised one is nothing but measurement of the pressure. If 76 centimeter rise in the mercury column, then it will be 1 atmosphere. 1 atmosphere. All these will be used in chemistry frequently. There will be also 760 torr. So these are the methods. Yeah, you can say these are the formula, not the formula. These are the units which will be used in measurement of all these and conversion of all these values. Shall I proceed forward?
Yes,
Shall
sir.
I proceed forward? Yes. So this is my request from all of you. If you all are having 11th class booklet, had I sent on this one WhatsApp group earlier? Did I send 11th class booklet?
No, sir.
No,
No,
I
sir.
did not. So today I will send 11th class PDF of Maharashtra textbook. Okay, तो उससे तुम लोग प्लीज गो थ्रू इट. फिर तुमको लगेगा कि इन टेक्स्ट बुक इट इज गिवन इन मैं बोल दूं स्मॉलर वर्जन एंड वी टेक in extended version. I am saying. Why I am saying all these things? Because textbook is definitely textbook is the textbook. It is not going to explore all the things. It will write in the sentence form, and one sentence of the textbook may take half an hour to explain all the things. It may take half an hour to explain all the things, and if you are taking numericals, it will take more time. So definitely, what is the meaning of that? So definitely I am saying, in the books it is given in precise way, and we will explain all the things. Now let us come to the chemistry,
Sir,
especially in yes,
in the previous slide,
yes,
1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube आएगा ना?
yes, 1000 centimeter cube, definitely. It is 1000 centimeter cube. It is 1000 centimeter cube, okay?
Yes, sir.
Please, yes, please change it. Please change it. Now let us come to the chemistry part. That was some basic part. Again, some basic part is there because it is a chapter. So if you are talking about the chemistry, so chemistry is broadly classified into three aspects. One is called as physical chemistry, where all calculations will be involved. Second one is called as organic chemistry, where you will deal with carbon and its compound. So after finishing chapter number one, we will use organic chemistry IUPAC naming. We will go to the IUPAC naming. Okay. Then after physical chemistry, organic chemistry, and it is inorganic chemistry. Okay. Physical chemistry, organic chemistry, and inorganic chemistry. So organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and inorganic chemistry in textbook, especially in Maharashtra, 12th class, 11th class. So each and everything is given in same textbook. Matlab, they didn't classify. But if you are purchasing book, then you will find three separate and huge volume book. है ना? So let us start with chemistry now. Physical, totally calculation portion. Organic chemistry, totally related to the carbon in its compound. Inorganic chemistry is totally related to compounds of all the elements in the periodic table. So let us come to the chemistry part. This is nothing but bola matter. Okay. Matter may be there are again classification. How it is classified? ये बोल रहा है this is pure substance. This is pure substance. See, in other coaching, what other faculties or teachers are doing, they are making PPT and explaining the things. I will write each and everything just like on the board, and I will explain all the things. Okay. Please start making notes also. Please make a separate notebook for chemistry. Okay. So this is matter. Matter is classified into pure substance and mixture. Now pure substance is again classified into elements, carbon, sodium, lithium, like that. So this is elements, and now these elements are mixed, will form compounds. Okay, these will form compounds. In elements, they may be metallic atom. I told you, like sodium, iron. Best example, you are continuously saying in your surroundings. So this is metal, this is non-metal, metal, non-metal, and metalloids. Okay, metalloids which are having property of metals and non-metal both. Now mixture is if you are mixing two or more than two chemical substance, and for example, if you are taking water and NaCl, if you are taking water and NaCl, then in water NaCl is completely dissolved. NaCl is completely dissolved, and after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you cannot distinguish where Na plus is there and where Cl minus is there. So you will see a transparent, chemical substance. It is a mixture of NaCl and water. That is nothing but called as homogeneous mixture. That is called as homogeneous mixture. That is called as homogeneous mixture. एक जैसा दिखाई देगा by observation with microscopes. तो homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So please write. So all these things you have already studied, definitions you have already studied in class 9. So I'm expecting class 9, class 10, you are having some definition of elements, metals, compounds, all things. है ना? Shall I move forward? Shall I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is just homework for you. So definition and property. Definition and properties. You will write what is the definition of element. What is the definition and property of metals, non-metals. So all these things are given in your textbook. This is given in your textbook. Okay, all these things must be written in your notebook as a form of homework. मैं होमवर्क भी दूंगा और चेक भी करूंगा डेफिनेटली कि सब लोगों ने नोट किया नहीं किया ऐसा करके. ओके
Okay, sir.
तो हाँ, let us move ahead now. मैंने लिखा लॉज ऑफ केमिकल कॉम्बिनेशंस. मैंने लिखा laws of chemical combinations. Laws of chemical combinations. Okay, and these are: first one, law of conservation of mass. Second one is law of definite proportion. है ना? तुम लोगों ने 9th क्लास में 10th क्लास में डेफिनेटली मुझे लगता है कि हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड वन. हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है? स्पेशली दोज हु आर इन सीबीएसई इज ऑलरेडी डन. मुझे पता है, होता है. ठीक है ना? ये 9th क्लास में है. आई वाज इन सीबीएसई बोर्ड. आई हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. आई वाज व्हेन आई वाज इन 9th क्लास. ठीक है? तो आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग कि ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर ऑलरेडी कवर्ड but I will definitely explain all the things. I will explain all the things. Now, next one is law of multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion. Then next one is Gay-Lussac's law. This is nothing but Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volume. Okay, so this you can say, okay, this is in 9th class, this is in 10th class, this is in 11th class, whatever you can say. So this is a basic revision of 11th class also, basic revision of 9th class also, 10th class also. So you can say, okay, this is the part of 11th class, this is the part of 9th class, this is part of 10th class, whatever you can say. Thick. That's why I have started all these things, because you all are knowing these things previously, and that will help you. That will help you in building concepts. That will help you in building concepts. That will help you in building concepts. Okay. चलो आ जाओ सभी लोग. Let us write the first heading is, let us write first heading. Let us write first heading, law of conservation of mass. First heading, please write law of conservation of mass. Who will tell me law of conservation of mass? See, in other coaching classes, they are not taking numerical portion, they are just teaching theoretical portion, so you can understand in better way theory portion. But when it comes to the matter of NEET, IIT and CET, they are flopped one. And in my case, all these things are opposite one. All these things are opposite one. Okay, so let us come to the theoretical part, law of conservation of mass. कौन बताएगा? Who will tell me law of conservation of mass? बोलो.
Law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction.
Yes. क्या बोला है? Mass cannot be created, mass cannot be destroyed. ऐसा है क्या? It can be converted into one form to another form. Is it true?
No, sir.
No, it's not true. कि it's not true. It's not true कि it will be converted into one form to another form. एक हम लोग थोड़ा सा फिफ्थ वन और भी लिख लेंगे. That is Avogadro's law. I will explain all these things in great detail. The law of conservation of mass before a reaction, after reaction. Total number of atoms before कितने थे? Suppose 100 थे. And after the reaction, they must be 100. I said they must be 100. If number of atoms are constant before reaction and after reaction, definitely their mass will be also constant one. So total mass before a reaction and after reaction must be same. Shall I write the statement? Shall I write the statement?
Yes.
See, this is this one is my style. I always start with basic concepts. Whenever I will start the topic na, तुमको लगेगा कि अरे all these things I'm knowing, but after few hours, after one lecture, two lectures, three lectures, then you will feel the difference. Oh, that was the basic one. Now it's a higher level. Okay, so definitely I will start with always basic concepts, and go up to the higher level. तो मैं लिख सकता था suppose you are having NaOH and suppose this is H2SO4. This will form Na2SO4 and H2O. Whenever acids and bases are reacting with each other, will form salt and water. If they are forming salt and water, now number of atoms must be equal left side and right side. The right side is 2 Na, so this should be 2. Now water, that is hydrogen, become 4, so it should be multiplied by 2. Now total number of atoms before reaction and after reaction are equal. First thing. Second thing, in chemistry, whenever definition is asked, you will always write suitable example. Otherwise, you may or may not get full marks in the exam, especially in board exam. So I'm writing total number of atoms, that is mass, before reaction I said must be equals to किसके, must be equals to total, must be equals to total number of atoms, that is mass, after reaction. तो इसी को तुमने अदर वे राउंड में क्या बोला कि मास कैन नॉट बी क्रिएटेड नॉर बी डिस्ट्रॉयड, और करके लिखा हूं मैं, मास कैन नॉट बी क्रिएटेड nor be destroyed, nor be destroyed. Now how mathematically can be proved? How mathematically can be proved? How mathematically can be proved? Done. How mathematically can be proved? Let us see with the example. Let us see with the example. Is this statement is correct? Mass is always conserved. Yeah, mass is always constant. No,
Yes.
especially in nuclear reactions, it is not correct. है ना? In nuclear reactions, it is not correct. तो मैंने लिखा कि especially in, please write, especially in nuclear reaction, especially in nuclear reaction, mass conserve होता है क्या? बोलो. No, some mass is converted into what? Energy. Especially in nuclear reactions, mass is not conserved. What is the meaning of conserved? That will be always constant one. क्या हो रहा है? Since some mass is converted into किसमें? Some mass is converted into energy. So what statement could be corrected one? Previous statement could be corrected one. I can write mass and energy are conserved. Mass and energy of a reaction is conserved. Mass and energy of a given reaction is conserved. तो correct क्या किया? Correct क्या किया? For any reaction, mass and energy are always constant, जिसको तुम कंजर्व्ड बोल रहा था. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
ठीक. तो स्पेशली न्यूक्लियर रिएक्शंस के लिए था, स्पेशली न्यूक्लियर where nucleus is participating. In all other reactions, atoms are participating and electrons are participating, but in nuclear reactions, nucleus start participating. If nucleus start participating, they are held tightly. तो तुमको मैं एक क्वेश्चन देता हूं और उसको सर्च करके लाना सभी लोग. इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज द इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन? न्यूक्लियस के अंदर क्या है? न्यूक्लियस के अंदर क्या है? प्रोटॉन्स एंड न्यूट्रॉन्स. यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Protons are having charge, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. If they are having positive charge, and they are present in a small area, then how they are held together? वहां तो हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं? There are strong repulsion between electrons and electrons. There are strong repulsion between electrons and electrons. होता क्या है एक्चुअली पता है? आगे हम लोग एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर में आई विल प्रूव इट कि जो न्यूक्लियस है और जो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है इनका एरिया बहुत ज्यादा होता है न्यूक्लियस से, और यहाँ पे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन को रखने के लिए तुमको इतना एरिया. यहाँ पर देयर आर सो मेनी प्रोटॉन्स. फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर टेकिंग सोडियम, तो देयर आर 11 प्रोटॉन्स. देयर मस्ट बी स्ट्रॉन्ग रिपल्सन. तो वहां तो न्यूक्लियस होना ही नहीं चाहिए था. दे मस्ट बी डिसइंटीग्रेटेड. But still nucleus is present, though there is strong repulsion between the protons. हाँ है ना? Yes or no?
Yes.
तो ये तुम गूगल सर्च या कहीं से भी फ्रेंड्स, टीचर्स, प्रीवियस टीचर्स, फ्रेंड्स who are in other coachings classes, please लिख करके लाओ. मतलब I mean just go through it, please. Okay, so let us come to the proving part ki how this is true. How this is true. So this is nothing but NaCl plus H2O. Now nobody will write anything now. Please let me know what is the atomic mass of sodium. Everyone, please speak loudly.
23.
23. Please participate, everyone. What is the mass of oxygen? Atomic mass.
16.
What is the atomic mass of hydrogen?
1.
1.
So total is 40. तो आगे मैं लिखा करूंगा AMU. This is the unit. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Atomic mass of chlorine 35.5. So total is 36.5, but AMU, atomic mass unit. All these things I will explain what is AMU. But right now I'm just writing the unit. Sodium 23. This is 36.5. Now tell me the total atomic
Sir,
mass.
35.5.
35.5.
Yes, 35.5. So now it will be total
58.5.
very good. Water 2 into 1. This is 16, 18 AMU. Dekh lo, I'm starting with the scratch. I am assuming you are not knowing anything. ठीक. Now, इधर जाओ. What is the mass of reactants? What is the mass of the reactants? 40 plus 36.5. So this is
76.
76.5. What is the unit? AMU. Now total, this is 58.5 plus 18. This must be
76.
56.5.
So this is verified, hence proved. Atomic mass before reaction, atomic mass after reaction must be equal. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Let us verify one more example. Suppose you are taking CaCO3 on a strong heating, it will produce bolo, it will produce what? CaO plus CO2. डेल्टा किसके लिए रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूं मैं? हीट के लिए. डेल्टा हीट के लिए रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं केमिस्ट्री में. नाउ व्हाट इज द एटॉमिक मास ऑफ कैल्शियम? 40. कार्बन का is 12. What about oxygen? Please speak everyone. Please participate everyone. जितना participate करोगे उतना तुमको chemistry becomes simple one. So this is 16 multiplied by 3. Please tell me total.
48.
Total.
100.
Total is 100. Yes, this is 40 plus 12 plus 48. So this is 100 AMU. So this is 40 plus 16 is 56 AMU. Carbon 12, 16 multiplied by 2 is 44 AMU. Okay. So total will be again 100 AMU. So it is verified. Is there any problem till now?
No, sir.
No. This is verified. This is verified about law of conservation of mass. This is verified law of conservation of mass. This is verified law of conservation of mass. Shall I proceed forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, one more problem. Now I'm writing कि if 100 gram of Li2CO3 is strongly heated and it is forming Li2O and CO2. If mass of CO2 formed is 56 gram, then mass of Li2O formed will be okay. Is there any problem?
No, sir.
Will you try it? Now convert sentences into equation. This one. What is initial mass? (100 grams), which is given. Mass of CO2 will be, ये पूछा है. Mass of
Mass
Li2O.
of Li2O पूछ रहे हैं, right?
Okay. Mass of Li2O is to be calculated and CO2 is 56. तो मैं क्या लिख सकता था? By law of conservation of mass. By law of conservation of mass. By law of conservation of mass. क्या होना चाहिए? Mass of reactant
Is equals to
mass of product. Yes or no? अब तुम लोग को लग रहा होगा कि सर आपने तो पहले सबका एटॉमिक मास लेके किया था. Yes. Especially NaOH, HCl, we haven't taken any external mass of NaOH and HCl. So that was verification up to elemental level. Now you are measuring and taking amount of NaCl or Li2CO3 externally. Again, if you are taking externally, their mass must be same. Their mass must be same. So if this is 100 gram, will be equals to weight of Li2O must be equals to weight of CO2. If this is 100, then weight of Li2O plus 56. Weight of Li2O will be 44 gram. डायरेक्ट नीला लिख करके, just because being an IITian, 2-4 स्टेप हम लोग थोड़ा आगे आगे लिखते रहते हैं. तो might be possible if I am writing steps directly, so please remind me. Please remind me. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, Arya, is there any problem?
So why you have used AMU there?
Where am you?
The mass of Li2O
No, it must not be mu. This must be what?
gram.
Because you have vetted externally. You have vetted externally. You have vetted externally. So I think example 1, example 2, and example 3 are clear. Example 1, example 2, and example 3 are clear. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. So let us take second one, that is law of definite proportion. Law of definite proportion. Law of definite proportion. Please write. Nobody will write anything now. If you are able to understand, you can write a page. है ना, 1 page, 2 page, whatever. So mugging is not the solution of 11th class, 12th class, NEET and IIT, CET. So law of definite proportion. Suppose you are having hydrogen, oxygen, they are combining together and forming water. Suppose you are having carbon, oxygen, and suppose they are forming CO2. Now whatever is the source of CO2, CO2 तुम किसी चिमनी से लेकर के आ, CO2 burn, suppose CO2 produced from burning of the woods. CO2 is coming from any company present in the Pune or present in the Singapore, or it is present in USA. So it doesn't matter from where it is collected, whatever is the source of the CO2, but if it is pure CO2, then mass of carbon and mass of oxygen, they must be always in a ratio, and that ratio must be fixed one. That ratio must be fixed one. How? The weight of carbon and weight of oxygen. What is the atomic mass of carbon? 12. This is 2 multiplied by 16. So 2 could cancel out. 2 cancelled out. ये देखो. This is 6. Again, this is 3/8. This is 3/8. अब तुम वर्ल्ड के किसी भी कॉर्नर से, if you are bringing CO2 from any corner of the world, from any source, if it is pure, definitely mass ratio of carbon and mass ratio of oxygen must be equal. Yes or no?
Yes.
तो whatever is the source of CO2, तुम अपने घर से लेकर के आ, तुम्हारे यहाँ पर फार्म हाउस है, उसमें तुमने वेल बना रखा है, तो you are taking water from any well, you are taking water from sea, you are taking water from any river, but if it is pure, I am saying pure, हाँ, तुम्हारे माइंड में इमीडिएटली आ गया सब तो गलत बोल रहे हैं कि NaCl is present in sea water or MgCl2 is present into sea water. No, I am saying pure water. I am saying pure water. If you are picking pure water from any source and any corner of the world, then mass ratio of hydrogen, mass ratio of oxygen, ऐसा, will be always 1:8. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Everyone, please participate. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So please participate. If you are not participating, I will not understand. Does it making any sense for you or not? पता चलेगा chemistry is totally bounced one. Chemistry is totally bounced one. So this is simple aspect of the chemistry. And I'm assuming you are not knowing anything, though you are knowing, but still I'm assuming you are not knowing. So, मैंने लिखा definition, when two elements are combining together, two elements are combining together and forming any molecule then mass ratio of elements must be constant or definite one. Whatever is the source of compound or molecule. Okay. For example, if you are taking water, so mass ratio of hydrogen, mass ratio of oxygen, this is 2:1, and oxygen is 16. तो हाइड्रोजन केमिस्ट्री में weight and oxygen are same. In physics there is huge difference. In chemistry we will write mass and weight as same. Mass and weight is same. Done.
Yes, sir.
Now suppose you are taking CO2, mass of carbon, mass of oxygen, this is 2, 16 multiplied by 2. Now I'm doing calculations with respect to your 10th class style, okay, which is not effective for IIT and NEET. ये मुझे बहुत फास्ट करना चाहिए, okay. So your calculation aspect must be very fast. So this is 3:8. So whatever is the source of CO2, mass of oxygen and mass of carbon must be 3:8. Any problem please till now? Is there any problem till now?